Hello everyone, I am here today with some chiffon blooms for you. I cut these out of fabric. I don't make them, they are on a big piece of fabric, and then I hand dye them. Consequently, you find very few that are the same as each other. Generally, unless I'm really trying to make two or more the same, they all tend to be a little bit different. There are a couple of different styles of these roses, and I'll kind of show you that up close. See how this one is sort of more upright and puffy? This one is a bit more flattened. This one also is stiffer, and that will vary on the specific materials that I use to dye the pieces. If I used glimmer mist type items, for instance, it actually makes them a little bit stiffer. So this is one set. I'm going to show you everything that I have available. These are going to be priced as follows. The first one, or if you only take one, is $5 shipped within the United States. After that, if you want more than one set, each set after the first one is $3 and no increase in shipping cost. Okay, so 2 sets is $8, 3 sets is $11. If you're outside the US, just contact me and I will get a shipping price for you. These are pretty lightweight. They will not come to you on the cards like this. This is for display purposes, but this is actually, this adds a lot to the shipping costs, so they will be put in something different or on something different for shipping. So let's get started. So this is the first one. This is Ophelia, and the colors are coming out fairly true in this lighting, thank goodness. So we have basically pinks to mauves here, and this one has a two-tone sort of a brown effect on it, and that is Ophelia. And all of these have Shakespeare names. Next one is Bianca. This is the Bianca set, and this is dark pinkish red, which would be like this here is a sort of a dark pinkish red, and then a gray pink. And both of these, this one's more true gray, this one is more of a pinkish gray. Okay, so that set is Bianca. Next I have Mariah, which is this is a very dark dusty mauvey pinky color, mauvey rose, and then these two are sort of a salmon tone. This one is maybe slightly more peach, and then that one's sort of a pinky salmon. That is Mariah. Next is Jocasta. These are pinks, and what I have here are dark and dusty rose. So as you can see, these two are the darkest ones, and they are not, actually they may be the identical shade, but they're different shapes, as you can see. And then these two are slightly different from each other. So that is Jocasta. Next is Perdita. Aren't these pretty? I love these. So we have here this sort of purple gray tone, like light lavender gray. A very light, sort of a, somewhere between purple and pink, I guess a light mauve. And then the top two are both just very slightly different shades of gray or gray pink. Okay, so that is Perdita. The next one is Portia. Let me find it first. There it is. So in Portia we're moving into more of purple tones. As you can see, these are very sort of mauve, these two. And then this is a really bright pinkish purple, and then a dark purple here. Again, that is Portia. Next is Olivia. Let me see. Yeah, it's this one, this set here. This one is sort of a dusty lilac, I guess I would call it. This one here is actually two-tone with blue as well as a pink underneath. This one is a sort of a dusty lilac as well. And then this one here has also a two-tone effect to it with a lighter shade up here and darker down here. That is Olivia. Next we have Viola. Where did Juliet go? I have another set called Juliet and I don't seem to have it on here. Okay, this is Viola. So a bright pinky purple. This one is a two-tone with a dusty rose and a warm brown. This one also has a little bit of that two-tone effect to it. You can kind of see it there. So it's a mauve-ish lilac color, but then with a very dark brown. And this one is sort of a yellowy pink. Not yellowy pink, that's not right, but it's not like a baby pink. It's more of a dusty but very pale pink. And that set is Viola. Next we have Imogen, and we have very dusty lavender. This one is actually, I believe, just one color, but it took really intensely on the edges, and so you have this gorgeous look. It looks like burnt edges on this, and this is a dark mauve. This one is a two-tone with blue on the tips and then like a light dusty mauve color in there, and this one is sort of a light gray mauve, I guess I would call it. Sorry, mauve. I hope you guys understand what I'm saying here. Mauve is how we say it in the UK. This one is Rosalind, and here we have some really bright yellows. This one is actually an orange. I hope that will come across, but it's quite bright. This one is a pretty yellow with just a touch of orange around, like on some of the tips. This one also is yellow, and then this one is actually a funky sort of color. It's got a little bit of green there. It's got yellow, and it's sort of white as well, so it's more of a mottled appearance, and that is Rosalind. Mariana is next, and these are greens. So we have a very dusty green there, a very bright aqua, another shade of aqua that's more dusty, and then this one, which is almost a light olive. Okay, that's what those look like. I have 3 left. So next is Cordelia. Let me make sure. Yep, Cordelia. So here we have, this one is, it looks white, but it's actually a palest gray. It's a really pretty color. This one, as you can see, is a dark blue gray. This one is the palest green. And then this one is green with sort of gray on the edges and a little bit of sort of a, I don't know, a slightly different shade of green in touches around there, okay? So that is Cordelia. Then we have Emilia, which is blues to grays. This is a very bright blue, almost royal blue. This is very much a gray shade there. This is a dusty blue-gray, and then almost teal, that one actually. And that is Emilia. And finally Juliet. And Juliet, we go back to sort of pinks and reds. Interestingly, I have tried to get a true red with the dyes, and it's just not possible. So this is like a deep wine. These two here are basically, I don't know, dusty, reddish, pinkish tone, or a very dark salmon even. And then here we have a very dark rose tone. Okay? So that's Juliet. If you're interested in any of these, please contact me. And thanks for watching. Bye-bye.